Your personality type is like a skunk. They're stinky, temperamental, and I just want to stay as far away from them as possible. But at the same time, they're kind of cute. Hello everybody, I'm Treble, and I'm an INFP. And today in this video, I'm gonna roast all 16 of the personalities. So without further ado, let's get started. ISFP. I once got an email from a very angry ISFP. Why are you bullying ISFPs? We're the most sensitive type. And I agree that ISFPs are one of the most sensitive types. But INFPs are going to fight you on the crown for that one. But here's the thing, ISFPs, you kind of bring criticism to yourself. ISFPs are artists in the truest sense of the word. They treat everything as a canvas. From their clothing to the cardboard box they live in. We all know ISFPs can't hold down a job. I bet ISFPs even use the soap in the shower to paint artwork onto their bodies before the shower water washes it away. That's kind of poetic when you think about it. But here's the thing, ISFPs. When you make art, people are going to judge it. That's kind of the entire point. Art is to be interpreted. You know, unless you want to lock all of your art and self inside your cardboard box house, because you can't lie. ENFPs. ENFPs, you guys are just INFPs with a drinking problem. The E stands for ecoholic. ENFPs are the biggest optimists. They dream big, and they come up with some pretty solid plans too. But here's the craziest part. They actually do it. Maybe there's something to this whole alcohol thing. Only problem is ENFPs never finish their projects. ENFPs have a library full of unfinished books, each only lasting a couple of pages. ENFPs are the king of flakes. It's like, can you imagine starting something then INTJs. If you ever wanted to know what being so productive that you are unproductive looks like, then you should meet an INTJ. They're obsessed with optimizing plans and strategies. Seriously, 90% of their phone storage is used for holding productivity apps. INTJs know where they're going and they know exactly how to get there. But the problem is their plans are so long and convoluted that they will never live long enough to finish them. Most chess players' goal is to capture the king. But when INTJs play chess, their goal is to drag out the game so long that they outlive their opponents. That way, they win that match and every future match. Now, how's that for productively unproductive? ISTJs. These guys are like robots. I know everybody says that about INTPs, but at least INTPs are fun robots. ISTJs are just dishwashers. They're boring, but they get the job done. Well, so long as you load them correctly. ISTJs are sticklers for the rules, and if you don't follow them like a T, you're gonna have some problems. ENTPs. Originally, I planned to do ENTPs first, but since I knew that ENTPs would be a bunch of freaky masochists, I held them off till now. ENTPs love two things more than anything else: debate and logic. But I'm sorry, logic, you're just a side hoe to them. ENTPs love to play devil's advocate. There is nothing an ENTP would love to do more than to beat Neil deGrasse Tyson in a debate, proving that the Earth was actually flat. No, wait, better yet, proving that the Earth was a donut. That is the ENTP's ultimate dream. Is it logical? No, but ENTPs do like to argue. This creates joy, so you could argue that it is logical. And make no mistake, if there's an argument to be had, ENTPs will have. ESFJs. ESFJs, back away from the screen. You guys get way too involved in people's lives. I get that you guys are all motherly and all, but even mothers don't try to put babies back in their womb. ESFJs just get way too vested in the life of their friends and really the life of everybody. And I don't like to get involved with other people, so I avoid ESFJs like INTPs avoid sunlight. ENFJs. No, I won't join your cult. If there was ever a type born to serve Kool-Aid and launder money, it would be ENFJs. Okay, to be fair, ENFJs care a lot about other people. They don't want to be secluded in some South American jungle. So ENFJs probably aren't going to be evil. But you guys still get way too preachy and overly involved. Like, you can do you, but let me do me. Sometimes disharmony is nice. It's called jazz music. ISTPs. Now, listen to me very carefully, ISTP. You can't fix it on your own. You managed to repair one thing this week. Good job. Unfortunately, you also managed to break 3 things. This is where I can't tell the difference between your repair shop and your home. I know you're going to say that breaking things is how you learn how stuff works, but I'm going to say that breaking things is how you learn that you shouldn't repair things you don't understand. Or at least you should read the manual. Look, you've got me talking like an ISTJ now. ENTJ. I've never seen somebody so fast and efficient on their journey to burnout. It's always the same story. Make tons of money in your 20s, then have an existential crisis in your 30s. I guess that's what happens when you don't know what you want in life and you just follow cat posters and try to make it to the top. ESTJs. I used to think that yuppie just meant somebody who would say yup to their bosses and societal rules and expectations. But it turns out it's an acronym for Young Upward Moving Professional Person, i.e., or something like that. But turns out both descriptions fit ESTJs really well. These guys stand for the rules. And if you want to change direction, or especially tradition, you better have one hell of an argument, and it better not be based on your fifis. INFJs. Hey look, it's the rarest, most specialist type that everybody and their dog thinks they are. INFJs get so used to wearing their mask that they end up forgetting who is behind the mask. Or they're afraid that nobody will like them if they take off their mask. So how do you really know if you're an INFJ? ESTP. If you could ever describe somebody as smart stupid, it would be ESTPs. This type has a really good analytical mind and a knack for problem solving. But ESTPs don't want to solve an escape room, they want to escape jail. ESTPs never think before they leap, and this gets them into a lot of trouble. These are the kind of people who would go to law school and then forget everything until they get arrested. To be fair, ESTPs don't just get into legal issues. ESTPs love all kinds of issues. Relationship issues, work issues, technical issues. ESTPs are issueanimous. Issueamorous? Issue plus polyamorous. You get the pun. ESFP. ESFPs are what you get when you take a character from a musical and put them into the real world. If they're into it, ESFPs will break into song and dance at the drop of a hat. And even if they aren't into musicals, ESFPs are always going to be running a mile a minute because they need to experience everything to be happy. FOMO is their greatest fear. ISFJ. Just like ISTJs, ISFJs are super boring, but they aren't like robots. They have way too many feelings for that. They're more like maids. Now, I know that ISFJs don't want to go around being everybody's mate, but ISFJs are such pushovers that, come on, you're gonna do it anyway. You're probably cleaning somebody else's mess right now. INFP. I already made an entire video why INFPs are the worst type, and it's like 10 minutes long, so there's a lot of material there. But basically, in short, INFPs are like cats who are always trying to catch butterflies that don't exist. INTP. If you ever hear an INTP talk, it's probably to correct you. INTPs are the king of, well, actually, and they can't let you go around spreading misinformation. They're very pedantic, and their entire life revolves around building a logical framework that sadly will never be finished, because INTPs can never settle on anything. And even if they could, it's 100% in their head, so it's completely useless as a structure. Not very logical, is it, INTPs? If you liked this video, you might like my video all about how to manipulate the 16 types. Very useful. Anyway, I had a lot of fun making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to my Patreon, and I'll catch y'all next time. Also, I need to take a break because my voice is getting quite hoarse.